Garry, you've always been very honest with us. What do you think this football team needs to do in the offseason to take you to the next level, to get past to
Uh,
get to the Grey Cup?
Honestly, I really haven't thought about that far yet, but I mean, everyone has to get better. I mean, for the defense, it starts with me. I can only speak for myself. If I would have made a couple more plays in that game, I gave up probably like 3 or 4 catches. That's very out of character. So maybe if I get an interception, return it, or a couple pass breakups, I can only think about ways I can get better. Right now. Of course, we need other parts like maybe O lineman, linebacker, running back. Some more DBs. You can always say that, especially with TJ being down now maybe some receivers with Hatch being down, but that's not my department. I trust the guys upstairs, the coaching staff, the GMs, the football, the whole football ops. I trust them in whatever decision they're going to make, and I know they're going to bring players in to make us better. But for me, I'm going to go out there, challenge guys to want to come here and be great. Do my part as well because you got to have talent on the field and also not only talent but veteran presence and guys who understand this game and who want to win. So that's ways I think of we can get better.
You guys have a lot of key free agents heading into
Yeah,
the
it's
season.
tough.
Rick talked about the fact that this is a really good group. We've talked about it in the past. Keeping the mix right. How key is that?
Oh, it's very key. You got to have a mix of veteran talent and then bring in some young guys who's hungry, who wants to play, and you got to kind of figure them out early on to see if they have that certain mentality of pushing through certain things, whether that's injuries or any type of adversity that comes with playing this game. So you got to have a good mix, but at the same time, bring in our nucleus. This team was really close this year. This is probably the closest team I've ever been on in my entire 8-year career. So we want to keep that going, keep that camaraderie going into next year, and hopefully it provides the momentum that we need going into the season to win early on and set up stage to where we can host the West Final. We done been in Winnipeg the last 2 years. We haven't been suited for the cold. We haven't played our best. So we need to set ourselves up to be able to host the West Final and then be able to get over that hump next year.
Talk about you guys being close.
You said not suited to play.
Yeah, we weren't. Yeah, sometimes we're not suited.
So
it seems like.
define that, not suited.
Whether it's guys getting injured on the field, the crowd being so loud to where we don't always hand signal. So now we're having to do hand signals. You can't make adjustments to when they're blitzing guys because next thing you look up is 3 seconds left on the play clock. So a lot of times during the season, Winnipeg Sass, those are one of the loudest crowds, but you don't always prepare. You're not always prepared for that playoff energy or the intensity that comes with the playoffs. So for us, we want to get every advantage that we can possible. The crowd plays a factor in the game as well. So we want to give our fans the opportunity to play a factor in the game next time. So for us, it's so many different things. Whether it's being in the cold, your feet are cold, your hands are cold. We're an air raid team, so it's a lot of different things that goes into that. So when I say suited, I'm not saying that we can't go do it, but it's obviously a lot more challenging going to go play in the snow, in the cold, and then playing in somebody else's, stadium that they practice in every single week.
You talked about how close you guys are. How is TJ doing right now?
TJ's in great spirits. There's nothing you can do to defeat TJ. Literally, he's gonna attack anything and everything. Whether it's injury, whether that's a loss on the football field, or whether that's a loss in life. TJ's the most positive person, the most influential person that I've ever known in my life. Even me, when I'm sad about a little cut on my arm, he's giving me perspective. So you don't got to worry about TJ. He's gonna attack this thing, and he's a fearless player. And I know he's not gonna end his career on his back. He's gonna always end on his feet. And we got a great cup to go win. Me and TJ, we don't have one, so we're not leaving until we get us a great cup.
You talked about that sense of urgency before the Calgary game and wanting to keep it going for this brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel Monday morning now?
It's kind of sad, because the team won't be the same. A lot of guys can't come back. Some people have outplayed their contracts, so we got to pay those guys more. And then that money has to come from somewhere. Everyone wants more money every single year. So the team will never be the same, and that's the saddest thing. From camp, I was just going through my phone. Like I record videos of just my teammates just walking around the locker room, just doing goofy stuff all day. So from camp to during the bye weeks when we're all taking trips together, to now it's the end of the year. to see where we've started, to see how we've grown as men, as football players, and then to see now that it's all coming to an end. You know, it's just a sad moment, a sad day. I mean, of course, after the game, you're sad that we lost because of how much work you put into the season. But besides the work, just the brotherhood and the bond that we built in this locker room, you will never get it again. Next year, you have to start over and figure out what's the new identity of the team. So for us, you know, that's why I'm probably just going to stay here all day and just hang out. I have nothing to do. So just being in the locker room with the guys, with not doing nothing at all, you know, it just feels amazing, you know, with this team and with this bond. And you don't want it, you kind of don't want it to end. So that's why, like, everyone's just sitting around and just relishing in the moment before we all go our separate ways.